Hey yo, what's good? What's good? We gotta talk about this Joe Budden podcast moment that sent the culture into a full-on meltdown. Joe Budden actually brought up Rick Owens, fashion, demonic imagery, and Michele, Lamy, and ASAP Rocky. And Rocky didn't stay silent. We're breaking this all the way down.
Take me to Freeze outfit, and I let them mentor me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Is hip-hop misunderstanding her?
Who, Michele Lamy? I can't justify the dark shit and weird shit she do. I think she her. I don't think they misunderstanding it. Like, do she worship the devil? I wouldn't know because she don't do none of that shit around me. But they do have iconography and imagery that looks like it's very, you know.
Like their new ad campaign joint with the kissing.
But they gay. Rick Owens gay.
Yeah, but I don't think it's just a gay thing. It's the imagery.
It's dark, bro.
Yeah,
I can't justify that shit, bro.
It's a lot.
I can't justify that shit. But yo, bro, we talking about gay Europeans, like we won't understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's them. I love the fact that I'm comfortable in those rooms, like. You know, it ain't no spells being casted when I'm around. I can't justify, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't doing no rituals. Like, she just taught me about art. She took me to Freeze outfit. She shot my album cover. And she gave me a nice diamond ring to, you know, do the album cover, the one called At Long Last ASAP. You know what I'm saying? She creative directed a lot of stuff for me. And I'm going to forever love that lady, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She always showed me love and embraced me and taught me, you know?
This album covers Tim Burton, right?
Tim Burton,
Yeah.
man.
That's crazy.
That was fucked.
And Danny Elfman, you got some
Danny
weird.
Elfman.
That's some weird flexes you put on that. How did Tim Burton shit come about?
Basically, I've been a fan of him. Like, I'm obsessed with German Expressionism. German Expressionism is like those silent films from like the 30s and 40s when it was just like pointy, like buildings and, you know what I'm saying? And I used to watch this film, Metropolis, Nosferatu, Golem. Like, these are all like,
Fables.
yeah, these are crazy, you know what's up,
Yeah.
like crazy German Expressionism films. And I realized that hip-hop don't got that. We ain't got German Expressionism, you know? We got like 3 horrors. Like, we don't got no ghetto sci-fis. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I gotta give him that. I wanted to do my, you know, interpretation or my rendition of what that is to me. And so I would have his movie, like, everything that Tim Burton do is inspired by German Expressionism. So the big shadow silhouettes, like, if you watch the Pusha T and Malice video, which one is it? So Be It, So Be It. Like, you can see the, you know what I'm saying? The silhouette, that's German Expressionism, you know what I mean? And so I realized, like, all of this, I would put his movies and his art, I would put it on mute, and we would be making music, and we realized, like, yo, we gotta get his composer, we gotta get him, we gotta get all his supporting actors, reoccurring actors. So I have Winona Ryder in the first video.
Oh, true.
I have Danny Elfman and Winona Ryder on it. Danny Elfman did the Pee-wee's theme song. He did the Simpsons theme song. He did A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Batman.
Edward Scissorhands. Batman's. Like, he's a fucking legend.
Yes.
And, you know, he did Stole Your Flow on my record. He did a couple of joints, like, and he brung in Budapest orchestras and all of that. Yeah, bro, like, we went the full way, you know, and everything just ended up being cohesive. I reached out to Tim. I said, like, I like to get up. I'm a fan, or whatever the case is. I don't know how much he knew about me. I'm assuming he didn't know much about me. And when I got to meet him, I got to show him who I really was. And, man, we just hit it off just like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Alright, so listen. Joe started talking about the visuals, the imagery, and the gothic vibe that surrounds Rick Owens. And he's not Rick the designer. He specifically mentioned Michele Lamy, Rick Owens' wife, and how some people online have connected her dark persona to occult or even demonic imagery in fashion. People online literally say she's the devil worshiper, energetically. And Joe didn't dodge that. He said he's seen people online talking about this stuff, and he asked Rocky what he thinks about it. And Rocky's answer was wildly direct. Rocky basically was like, bro, I've been around these rooms with Rick Owens and Michele Lamy. I've seen their aesthetic, the vibe, the energy, and I've never seen anything demonic. That's the gist of what he said. He shut that right down. Rocky basically told Joe, man, I've been in those spaces and around those folks, and I don't see no demon stuff. Rocky made it very clear he ain't about the internet narratives, he's talking real life, real experience. Now, let's bring context. ASAP Rocky's love affair with Rick Owens didn't come out of nowhere. This shit is heavily tied to Rihanna. Rihanna's been a fan of Owens forever. The shows, the front rows, the runway lounges, everything. Rocky got pulled into that fashion world through Rihanna's lens. And that's why Rocky's wardrobe shifted, because he's in that circle. Rocky isn't in Rick Owens just because it's edgy. He's linked personally and artistically. This is a designer that Rihanna rocks with, that fashion royalty respects. And look, Rocky be wearing this shit. Not just here and there. He wore Rick Owens for Vanity Fair, issue one of the biggest fashion moments a rapper can have. That's high level. So when Joe Budden is like, yo, what's about that weird vibes? Rocky's like, bruh, that's just a design. That's not spiritual warfare. Very clear separation. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Some cats like Lil Yachty have straight up said they won't wear Rick Owens. They don't like the energy. The aesthetic just ain't for them. But hey, that's style, not spirituality. Now, Rocky's point, different strokes for different folks. Just because you don't like the aesthetic doesn't mean it's evil. And now, clearly, Joe Budden was trying to get Rocky on record about the internet rumors. Is Michele Lamy demonic? Is Rick Owens an occult? Is Rocky flat out told him, I've been around it and nothing about it feels demonic to me. That's big. Because Rocky ain't just glancing at the pics online. He's face to face in those rooms. So listen, let me know what y'all think. Was Joe reaching? Was Rocky calm and justified? Does fashion get too much spiritual baggage on the internet? Comment below, subscribe, like, or essential. We keep it real as fuck.